let's say show you most important movements, how to learn how to dance, how to create body actions. Okay, put your weight on the left leg, right knee is bent, heel is up. Now go, use your hip as high as possible, squeeze here. This is a muscular position, muscles. Go to neutral, and now melt your shoulder into the hip, into the floor, into the heel, bone. Up, so this is your highest moment, this is your neutral, this is your lowest. So you go as high as possible in order to melt to as low as possible. For example, a rumba, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. Very important, as you lift your hip high, the shoulder goes down towards the hip. This is the muscles. Now melt into bone. And this process of melting should be as slow as possible. Change other leg. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2 and 3, 4, 1. Now in place. Put heel down, straight knee, hips neutral. This is count 2. Now melt into bone. And 3 and 4. And as you melt down, pressing down, you introduce a little bit rotation. And 2 and 3 and 4, 1. And as a result, you get not just a figure 8, you get a breathing figure 8. Okay, so let's go to next. Let's say we in cha-cha-cha. We're going side. 2. So here we're on the high hip and become neutral. It's very important to stay very high here. And into bone. 3 and. Now in cha-cha-cha we also have this breathing compression. Cha, cha, 1 and 2 and 3 and cha, 1 and 2. As you do and, which is the most important, your body action, squeezing, compressing, melting, you introduce rotation of the thigh. 2 and 3 and cha, cha. A little bit faster. 2, 3, cha, 1, And cha-cha is so fast, on cha-cha it's become almost only upper body muscularity, squeezing, working, not just hip. Here, again. 2, 3, cha, 1, 2, 3, cha, 1, Now with the step, we go back. 2, always arrive very high, and compress into the hip, into the floor, into the heel. And at the end of that, there is a thigh rotation to push you out. 3, and here as you melt, this leg start working side. Cha, and as you do your squeezing here, that's where this leg comes in. Cha, and then here, keep ball of the foot very high, squeeze shoulder to hip, 1, and finishing always with the compression, and 2, and 3, and cha, 1, and 2, and 3, and cha, 1, and 2, and 3. So if you're gonna go backward, exactly the same idea. So you start from here, start always very high, they melt into bone. As you melt, let's say 90%, the last 10%, use rotation of the thigh to bring the leg in, stay low here. 2, and 3, and as you do that end, it will be a little bit faster leg action. And cha, now connect shoulder to hip. Cha, heel arrive. Now here, squeeze. And 1, and 2, and 3, and at the end of your end, introduce very fast hip twist. Cha, squeeze into bone. Cha, and 1. And at the end of this end, introduce very fast hip twist. 2, and 3, and cha, and 2, and 3, cha, 2, and 3, cha. So when we're dancing, it's very important to use melting together with rotation of the thigh, which creates a movement. So if we take, for example, our piece in choreography, how we can apply that. let's take, for example, in our choreography, 1, then we have a walk, then we have cha, 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 this piece. So from here, we arrive, count 1. So what's we gonna do, the most important? We're gonna melt into bone. And at the end, introduce strong hip twist. 2, and then here, continuous like step. Exactly the same. As we arrive, cha, squeeze here, cha, like arrive, squeeze here. Cha, 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 And then we can take any movement, exactly the same idea. Cha, cha, cha.